Hey, all right, Shalom, Shalom. I want to get all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Makar Kodash. I say double honors to the apostles and the bishop elders of Great Millstone for teaching his word in truth and sincerity and for ruling well. And salutations to my fellow Akim across the four corners of the globe, preaching and prophesying in the name of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Makar Kodash, and Shalom to the 144,000, the elect prophets of Yahweh Bashmi Awashai, along with the mixed multitude of men, women, and children. All right, hey, I'm the brother Gabar Yahweh Duff from GMS Hawaii. Um, here to give you a quick video. This is a great example of what we call Israelite foreigners, Israelite foreigner. This woman right here, she looks like a so-called white woman, and she's an entertainer, and she is performing for a group of Edomites, and the spirit that's on this woman is the spirit of an Israelite, because this is an Israelite woman right here, and you can tell because her spirit is different than these Edomites. They're not even amazed at this woman's voice, her range, her God-given talent. She's just the entertainment for these people. The music don't hit them. One thing Esau calls our people a musical people, and we are. Our people love music, man. We create it. You know what I'm saying? And to see the spirit on this woman is totally contrast to the spirit of these Edomites. These Edomites that's there. That's another reason why we here at Great Millstone, starting with the apostles and the bishop, elders, and the brothers on down, we always tell you that, look, man, you're gonna have Israelites looking like these other people, these other nations. We're not a carnal-minded people. We should not be a carnal-minded people by nature. We are a spiritual people. All right. Real quick, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. Right. So us saying that this woman is an Israelite, to the carnal minded, they would think that that's foolishness. Or she ain't no black woman. She ain't so-called black. She ain't so-called Latino. You know what I'm saying? But it's foolish to them, for us to say that, hey, look, hey, this is an Israelite woman. And you're going to have a lot of Israelite women looking like the other nations, man. Like Apostle Tahar said, man, we don't need the nigger woman here in America to restart our nation. We can use the women of the other nations. Or guess what? You'll get it if you really got a taste for that. You got Israelite women out here that look like the other nations, man. You know, that's another gift too. You know, so again, these things is foolishness. Us speaking like this, like a vocab Malone, he wouldn't understand that. Matter of fact, that goes over his head. They call us the black Hebrew Israelites, but we're not black. Okay, we're the Hebrew Israelites, and we have Israelites that look like the other nations, man. All right, so I want to play a little bit of. Well, I'll play this. Actually, I want to actually go to this woman's page and see if I can find her. Hold on. She found this woman's page, right? And this woman, like I said, she looked like a so-called white woman, but this is an Israelite woman, you know, and she's a singer, songwriter, and she got skills that these other nations can't have. Now, ultimately, when she stopped singing, that's when they clap. But it's crazy. It's crazy. It says they're not appreciating you as much as I like, right? Because if it was Jake's there, that it would have been on fire. On one video, which you're about to see right here, on this portion of the video, they kind of look like they just sitting there. They're not enthused. And, that's something you got to look at the whole picture before you view it. But even still, these Edomites can't see the spirit on this woman. So let me play this real quick. And look, you can tell these Edomites don't really appreciate that music. They might have clapped for it in the end. She think too. They don't appreciate this woman's skill. If that was Jake, this shit would have been lit. The whole party would have been out of control, man. She's invited to every barbecue, right? But this is an Israelite woman. These people at this table, these unenthused Edomites, that's exactly what they are. These are Edomites at this table, man. This is an Israelite woman. Yeah, see again, because people will assume that this is a white woman, and in this world, a carnally minded world, they say, "Oh, that's a white woman." Nah, brother, this is a Jake. She's an Israelite woman. And again, they clapping, but they're not enthused. That she got excited, but the rest of these Edomites, they don't give a damn. They're not moved because the spirit don't move these people. You know, the spirit that says this ain't enough for me. You sang that song right. You know, still not hype enough for me. You did that right because again, if she was amongst our people, they would accept her. And you could tell. You could just look at the spirit on this woman and tell that she's not a so-called white woman.
Hi everyone, I just wanted to do a little short video just to say thank you so much.
Oh, she must be a Scottish woman. She sounds Scottish or Irish. This is an Israelite woman, man. Because our people, we dwelt in Ireland and Scotland, you know, prior to the slavery. But we spread our seed amongst them Edomite women up there. And look, this is what you got over time.
For all the unbelievable feedback from this video. It's just unreal. Everywhere I see it getting shared in all different platforms, it's exceeded every expectation at this point. So thank you so much for all the support. And please just follow my journey.
Look, it says, and you're Scottish. And you're Scottish. This is the Israelite woman. This is the Israelite woman, okay? For all y'all that don't understand, that's the title of this lesson. This is an Israelite woman, right? This is an Israelite woman. This is not an Edomite woman. This is not a so-called white woman. She might pass for a so-called white woman in this world, and she might even get the benefits of that of a so-called white woman in this world. But this is an Israelite woman, all right? Romans 8:16. And the Spirit itself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children, the sons, and daughters of the Most High, all right? Right, it's a spirit. I want to go back to 2 Corinthians 2:14, and I'm going to read this in the right here in the NLT. It says, but people who aren't spiritual, which them Edomites, they aren't spiritual. These Edomites, they're not spiritual. All right. Let me read this again. It says, but people who aren't spiritual can't receive the spiritual things. And you got 2/3 of our people who aren't spiritual minded either. So they can't receive these truths from the Most High, which we're telling you that this is the truth. All right. It sounds foolish to them and they can't understand it, right? When we out there telling you that you got Israelites scattered amongst these different nations, you're not just going to have the prototype Israelite, the so-called dark skin or light brown skin, you know, basically the Richard Roundtree Negroes and the so-called John Leguizamo Latinos, Northern Kingdom, right? That they can't understand that. For only those who are spiritual can understand what the spirit means, man. And what the spirit means is this is an Israelite woman. What the spirit means is that our people, when we tell you that we're scattered amongst these different nations, this is what we're talking about, brothers. This is what we're saying. All right. Revelation 7:9. And after this I beheld, lo, a great multitude of which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands. So, like, we go up against Vocab Malone a lot when we tell them that, look, you're going to have Israelites drawn out of these different nations that look like these different nations, that speak the language of these different nations. But they, in the Christian church, they tell you that, oh, that means that this is all the Gentiles. This is anybody and everybody that's a Christian. You know, this is what this means. No, that's not what this means. Because our people are scattered amongst these different nations. When the Lord comes back, he's going to draw his people from out of these different nations. Here's a prime example. Isaiah 11:11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time, right, when this is during his second coming, to recover the remnant of his people, because you got the scattered Israelites amongst these different nations, left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea. Now, what language you think these people speaking? They're speaking the language of these people. The Elamites are an actual nation, but you got Israelites scattered amongst them. Matazarium, them Philistines, you got actually Israelites amongst them people. And even them Arabs up there. Pathros, Assyria, Cush, them Ethiopians, man. and the different nations that surround them. You got Israelites scattered amongst them. And he's going to bring us back. He's going to take us out of these nations. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, which we were considered the outcasts, and gather together the dispersed of Judah. So all the northern kingdom, all the southern kingdom, all those that are dispersed amongst from our nations, we're going to be brought from what? The four corners of the earth, man. All right? And that's why we don't look on the outward appearance. That's why we're not telling you go out there and chop down everybody that look like the so-called wipers, because you chopping down Israelites, man. Like this woman, this Scottish woman, this Scottish Israelite woman, and she's beautiful. She's beautiful, man. You know? And in the kingdom of heaven, she's gonna get her complexion back. So her spirit is gonna be 100% righteous, and she's not gonna be entertainment for nobody except her husband. And if ain't no brother, and if no brother claimed this woman yet, I'm claiming her, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, our people can only see the spirit on the other people when you hear them talents. But guess what? You got Israelites that don't got this kind of talent, but look like the other nations. They're coming out of this too, right? They're coming out of this too. You know, and she's excited that she's making the rounds on these different platforms. You know, but again, like these Edomites, they couldn't understand the spirit that was on this woman. They couldn't really accept that spirit. And Let Her would have been singing amongst some Jakes, but Jakes ain't got the money to hire her and to fly her out and to do the entertainment like this in a soft environment like this. You know, that shit would, but if she would have sung amongst our people, it would have been a whole movie. And that's why the Lord said this. 1 Samuel 16:7. But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord Yahweh Bashem seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart. And that's what Yahweh Bashem is teaching us to do, is to look on the inward spirit of a man, not the outward spirits of a man. You know, like Jake used to get off on getting these who they thought were so-called Edomites bowing down, kissing their feet. A lot of them are Jakes, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to wait till the kingdom come, because you don't have the spiritual discernment to truly understand if you're talking to an Israelite or natural Edomite. And a lot of these people that you think are Israelites, dark-skinned Israelites, are really chocolate-covered Edomites. Even amongst that bootleg, them sellouts of our nation. A lot of them are really truly Edomites. That's why they get them blessings in this world. You don't hear too much from them. You know what I'm saying? Chocolate-covered Edomites. I mean, yeah, running around here acting like they're perpetrating a fraud. Like you got a Bill Clinton's son. He grew up in a ghetto with his mom. But guess what? That dude's an Edomite. And he got daughters. They chocolate-covered Edomites. And they're going into captivity. Right along with their grandpappy. You know? But the point of the matter is, we don't look on the outward side, the outward people, just like the Lord don't look on the outward, but what the inward man. Again, 1 Samuel 16:7. But the Lord Yahweh Bashem said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or the height of his stature, because I have refused him. Right? The Lord ain't choosing somebody because they big, strong, and tall. For Yahweh seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looking on the heart. And this would be considered an outward appearance. She would be a white woman. Oh, this is a white bitch. But her inward, on the inward, this is an Israelite woman. And our people ruled Scotland and Ireland, starting with King James. And even before him, you had Queen Elizabeth. And all men as a noble families within the Scotland and Ireland. And even people that weren't noble, yet Israelites all amongst them. You see? This is St. Matthew chapter 25, verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all nations. And he shall separate them one from another. And as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats, right? Because the goats are starting with Esau, Edom, 2/3 of our people, then to 2/3 of our people, and then the rest of these nations that's mixed amongst us. The Lord's going to separate them. And the sheep are the Israelites. All right, starting with the elect. And he shall set the sheep on his right, but the goats on his left, because the nations, the other nations, they go on the left side. It's going to be a separation. All right. And the angels are going to do this. All right. Just the same Matthew chapter 13, verse 24. And another parable he put forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. Right. When we were sleeping, when we were in the captivities, when we were destroyed, Esau came amongst us and dealt with our women. These other nations did it, but mainly Esau, right? And he sowed seed amongst our women, which is tares, and he went about his way. But when the blade sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. So the servant of the household came and said unto him, Sir, didst not thou sow good seed in thy field? From whence then hath it tares? He said unto them, an enemy hath done this. The servant said unto him, Wilt thou then we go and gather them up? But he said, Nay, lest ye gather up the tares and root up also the wheat with them. That's right. So, we're not telling you to go, swoop up, because again, you'll be sweeping up Salakia. You'll be sweeping up Israelites if you do that. So the Lord said, no, wait, because during the harvest is when it's going to happen. Let's keep reading. I'm gonna go down to the point where he explained the tares. He says, this is verse 36. Then Yahushua sent the multitude away and went into the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying, declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. He answered and said unto them, he that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. That's Yahushua. And the good seed is the elect. The field is the world. It's the world we're living in. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, the elect. But the tares are the children of the wicked. 2/3, along with Esau's actual tares amongst them. The enemy that sowed them is the devil. This is Esau. The harvest is the end of the world, which we're in right now. And the reapers are the angels. So the angels are going to reap. And he's going to give us a spirit too, because we're angels too. We're not going to be chopping down Jake. The elect of Jake. We're going to be chopping down the wicked. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend and them which do iniquity. Right. And shall cast them in a furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. This is the nuclear destruction. Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Who have ears to hear, let them hear. And that's the spiritual ear, along with the spiritual eye. You see? So, yeah, brothers, this is a beautiful Israelite woman right here, bro. Beautiful, man. And Lord willing, we part of the elect, and we're going to get us a lot of these, man. This woman got talent, man. This woman got spirit. She got more than talent. She had a spirit of an Israelite flowing through her, man. She just looked like a so-called white woman. But this curse is going to be lifted up off of her, and she's going to have the spirit, and she's going to have the complexion of a beautiful Israelite woman in the kingdom of heaven. So I just wanted to bring this out. This is an Israelite woman right here. So with that said, shalom, on to the next.